Welcome back. Welcome to a new class, class number 30. I'm glad to see you again. I'm glad to have you back as a regular student. I like regular students who attend regularly, and I'm glad to have you back. I'm really glad. I'm delighted to see you again, and it's good to have you here. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you here. It's good to see you again. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have you back. I'm glad to see you again. I'm really glad to see you again. I'm delighted to have you back. I'm delighted to see you again. I'm delighted to see you here. Y hay más formas, but I'm not going to. No quiero que se te queme un fusible con tantas formas alternativas. All right, so in the last class, I was talking to you about Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, yeah, Adán y Eva. Adam and Eve, Adam and Eve, Adam and Eve. Fijaos cómo enlazo las palabras. La M de Adam se enlaza a la A de and, y la D de and me la como, y la N de and se enlaza con la E de Eve. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. And I also spoke to you about their two children, Cain and Abel. If you remember, Cain lived and Abel died. Abel wouldn't have died if Cain hadn't killed him. Yeah, he wouldn't have died if Cain hadn't killed him. You and me, we are descendants of Cain. And if Cain hadn't killed Abel, well, we would be descendants of Cain or Abel, okay? Or both. So, but we're not. We're not. We're descendants of Cain because he killed his brother. And then God sent Cain away. He expelled Cain. He sent him east of Eden, and Cain found another people. I don't know who created those people. And he married and had children, and we are descendants of those children. But I'll tell you about those children on camera number 1. All right. Now, Cain's descendants, many generations later, it was a relatively big population, and God was not happy with the result. God said, well, this is not working out. No sale bien esto. This experiment in humanity, this experiment in living with human beings. So he decided to, what you call borrón y cuenta nueva. He decided to go back to the drawing board and start again from scratch. To go back to the drawing board. Drawing board es una forma figurativa de la mesa del delineante. To draw is dibujar y también hacer delineación. So he goes back to the drawing board and start from scratch again. To start from scratch. Scratch is rascar. I'm scratching my shoulder. But to start from scratch is partir de cero. O sea, no hay conexión entre rascar y cero. De hecho, el golf handicap cero se dice scratch golf. Entonces debe ser que antiguamente scratch significaba cero. So, God decided to go back and start from scratch. He said, okay, I'm not happy with my piece of work, and so I'm going to eliminate it and start over again. So he looked around and found a man who was a good person and whose family was good too. A man who was a good person and whose family, cuya familia, and whose family was also good. Now, if God hadn't been unhappy with his piece of work, su obra, he wouldn't have decided to eliminate it. But he did, okay? He decided to eliminate it. And he decided he would continue the species through one family for the future. So he chose Noah. But he chose Noah for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 was that Noah was a good man and his wife was a good woman. If they hadn't been good, Noah and his wife, God wouldn't have chosen them to be the future continuation of the human race. Okay? Now, Noah and his wife, of course, are descendants of Cain. So we are still, in spite of the fact that God destroyed the world, eliminated mankind, we are still descendants of Cain because the only survivors, the family, were descendants of Cain. Now, If Noah and his wife had been bad people, God wouldn't have chosen them to continue the human life. But he chose them for another reason, because they had 3 children. All right? 3 daughters, I think, or 3 sons. 3 of the same sex. I think that he had 3 daughters, and the daughters were married to 3 men. And so God decided that through these 3 couples, he could create a new human race. And so he spoke to Noah. Well, if Noah and his wife hadn't had 3 children, God wouldn't have chosen them. And if those children hadn't been grown and in childbearing years, he wouldn't have chosen Noah's family. Childbearing, to bear children, okay, means the ability to have children, okay? So, he chose the family. And he spoke to Noah. He said, Noah, I want you to build an ark. I will give you the dimensions and the instructions for building the ark. And when you finish the ark, it's going to start raining. And it's going to rain 40 days and 40 nights. All the people who are not in your ark will die. And I only want you, your wife, your 3 daughters or sons, and their spouses, their husbands, to be in the ark. That's 8 people. All right? Now, the ark needs to be very big because it needs to hold a male and female of every species on the planet. And you're going to have to round up, hacer una redada de muchos animales, hasta los insectos, to round up all the species and put them in the ark for the future. Now, if God hadn't decided to destroy the earth, to destroy man and all living creatures, he wouldn't have told Noah to build
Now let's do exactly the same thing the other way around. Money? Okay, good. I didn't eat as much pasta as you did.
You ate less pasta than I did.
Excellent. You ate less pasta than I did. Estamos expresando siempre lo mismo, simplemente de dos formas distintas. ¿Ok? I didn't lose as much weight as I thought. ¿Qué significa?
No has perdido tanto peso como pensabas.
Eso es. Good.
You did not lose.
So you lost less?
You lost less weight than you thought.
Exactly. Pero weight, no weight.
Weight.
Se pronuncia exactamente igual que el verbo esperar, weight. Okay? I didn't lose as much weight as I thought, or I lost less weight
Than
I thought. Muy bien, excellent. Okay, the next one. When I was in England, I didn't speak as much English as I wanted to.
When you were in England, you spoke less English than you wanted.
Excellent. When you were in England, you spoke less English than you wanted to. Okay. I don't know as much about Spanish history as I would like. So you know, lo estáis haciendo en casa. Espero que sí.
You know less Spanish history that you like to.
Not that, than.
Than
Okay,
you
comparación.
like to.
Less than, not less that. Todo el mundo aquí dice less that. Todos los españoles. Nosotros no, okay? Less than.
Less than.
Acabando en N.
We don't have tens of cars, you can't say. Docenas de coches, sí, dozens of cars. I saw dozens of cars, vi docenas de coches, no decenas. Pero sí centenares o cientos de coches. I saw hundreds of cars when I came here. You saw hundreds of cars? Well, me, I saw thousands of cars. Miles de coches. Thousands of cars. Huh. You saw thousands of cars? Well, me, I saw tens of thousands of cars. Decenas de miles. Decenas de miles de coches. Tens of thousands of cars. Bah, that's nothing. You saw tens of thousands of cars? Me, I saw millions of cars. Really? Millions of cars? Yeah. In fact, I saw tens of millions of cars. I don't believe it, because I only saw thousands of cars. Okay, esta expresión son muy parecidos al castellano. Miles de coches, thousands of cars. Millones de coches, millions of cars. Okay? But you know, That's exaggeration. People tend to exaggerate. And let me tell you now, and I will tell you 1,000,000 times not to exaggerate. How many times have I told you? 1,000,000 times I've told you not to exaggerate. I don't like people who exaggerate, and if necessary, I'll tell you 1,000,000 times not to exaggerate. Okay? So, it's the same as in Spanish. Sin embargo. However, in English, the numbers don't do it this way. You say 3 millones de coches. In English, 3 million coches. 3 million cars. I saw 3 million cars. I saw 3 London. Okay? In Zaragoza, there are 620,000 people. So there are thousands of people in Zaragoza. Okay? And in Spain, there are 45 million people. How many of those 45 million people want to improve their English? What do you think? Huh? 20%? More? No. What percentage of the 45 million people in Spain are truly interested in making the effort to learn English? 10%. 4.5 million people? Do you think there are 4.5 million people in this country truly interested? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's too difficult. Learning is too difficult. It requires too much time and too much effort. But it is true that there are thousands of people in this country who want to learn English. How many thousands? I don't know. But there are thousands of people in this country who want to learn English. But there are not many who want to make the effort required to learn it. There are many people who want to make the effort. There aren't. Fijaos que no digo there aren't. Digo there aren't many people who are willing to make the necessary effort. Thousands of problems, millions of people, hundreds of opportunities. Hay centenares de oportunidades por ahí. There are hundreds of opportunities out there. You simply need to work 8 hours a day to find them. It's not easy to find a job. But if you work 8 hours a day, a normal working day, if you work 8 hours a day to find a job, probably you'll find a good job. Maybe you won't find a job at the salary level you prefer, but if you're young, salary considerations are not priority. It's a priority to find the type of work in the type of industry or activity that is stimulating and interesting to you. And don't worry about money until you're in your 30s, okay? But worry about your training, your development, your enjoyment, your happiness, and to have a positive attitude, a good job that can enrich you. And thousands of people are looking for jobs now. In fact, millions of people in Spain perhaps are looking for jobs now. The unemployment rate in this country, is high, almost 20%. Yes, and so it means that about 4 million people are out of work. How many of those 4 million people are systematically looking for a job? I don't know. But systematically, probably 10% of those 4 million, 400,000. But I don't know. What do you think? Well, we need to take a short break for our sponsors, and I'll be right back. There are hundreds of lights in this room. There are hundreds of people watching me now. In fact, there are thousands of people watching me from their homes. But there are dozens of people in this studio and in the control room watching me right now, okay? And there are hundreds of opportunities out there for you. You simply need to look for them. I have hundreds of problems now, okay? I have so many things. I have hundreds of teaching hours I need to do. I have taught thousands of hours. Yeah, I have spent thousands of hours teaching English to people like you. If we include radio and television, in the past 35 years, I've taught almost 40,000 hours of class. That's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours. So I've had thousands of opportunities to learn how to teach. All right, I'll be back after the next teacher, and we'll continue.
Thank you, Richard. I'm Natasha, your teacher, and today we're going to work a lot, okay? And we're going to work a lot with a student that's going to help you, and her name is Cristina. How are you, Cristina?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah? Anything interesting to tell me? No?
Nothing special.
Tell me how you practiced English today.
Okay, today I listened to many songs.
Very
English.
good. That's a very good way of learning English and having fun at the same time, okay? So maybe if you can't concentrate anymore because you've been studying a lot, you can just turn on some music and you can listen to the lyrics, okay? What are the lyrics? Do you know, Cristina, what's lyrics?
Las letras.
Yeah, very good, okay? Very, very good. So always remember to do something even if you're not concentrating, even if it's just on in the background. What is in the background?
Al
fondo, no? Okay, very good. Okay, today we're going to practice many things, okay? We're going to practice a very common way we speak in English, which is saying millions of, hundreds of, thousands of, okay? So I'm going to say a figure, okay, a number. I'm going to say a figure in a sentence, and you and Cristina have to rephrase using the expression hundreds of, millions of, and so on, okay? Are you ready? Okay, remember to always say things out loud at home, okay? Always out loud, okay? Because it's the only way to practice your pronunciation, your fluency, and so on, okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Are you ready, Cristina?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't know what the exercise is. That's why you're so happy. Okay, the first one. 3.7 million people bought her album.
Millions of people bought her album.
Very good. She's doing it very well right from the beginning, okay? I say 3.7 million people bought her album, and in general, if we're speaking in general, we would just say millions of people bought her album, okay? Remember, in this case, millions has an S, okay? When we're talking about figures, 3.7 million, I don't put it in the plural, okay? So be careful. Okay, the next one, Cristina. There were 752 people at the concert.
There were hundreds of people at the concert.
Very good. There were hundreds of people at the concert. So pay attention. I say 752, but I don't say hundreds, okay? In the answer, when we're talking about things in general, here we do say there were hundreds of people, okay? The next one is for you at home, okay? He's got 72,000 stamps in his collection. Very good. He's got thousands of stamps in his collection. Let's see if Cristina can say it.
He's got thousands of stamps in his collection.
Okay, now say it again.
He's got thousands. He's got thousands of.
Don't worry, it's a tongue twister a little bit, okay? Again.
He's got thousands of stamps in his collection.
Very good. The next one, Christina. He's watched 600 movies.
He's watched hundreds.
Where's the end of that word?
He's watched
Very good.
hundreds of movies.
Very good. He's watched, and pronouncing that the end of that verb, okay? He's watched hundreds of movies. Okay, and the next one, Christina. There are 2,564 offices all over the world.
There are thousands of officers.
Offices.
Officer.
Not offices, like office?
Offices. Okay.
Yeah.
There are thousands of offices all over the world.
Very good. There are thousands of offices all over the world. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? 3,654,000 rabbits, exactly, okay, are run over every year. What is to be run over? Let's see if Christina knows. Run over, to run over a cat or a rabbit?
Atrapados.
No, atropellados.
Oh.
To run over, okay? So you at home, okay? Remember, I'll repeat, okay? 3,654,000 rabbits are run over every year. Very good. Millions of rabbits are run over every year. Okay, did you get that one right? Remember to always say things out loud. I can hear you, okay? Christina, the next one. The company had to lay off 154 people. What is to lay off?
Despedir.
Despedir. Yeah, very good.
The company had to lay off hundreds of people.
Very good. One more time.
The company
as if it were O-V, as if it were an English V, okay? We say of, moving your vocal cords. Never off, because off, remember, is apagado, okay? We want to say of, okay? All right, the next one is for Christina as well. She has 250 pairs of shoes.
she has hundreds of pairs of shoes.
Very good. Do you have hundreds of pairs of shoes?
No.
I think Paris Hilton. This is about Paris Hilton or something, okay? The next one for you at home, okay? 5.9 million parents are attending the course. Very good. Millions of parents are attending the course, okay? The next one is for Christina. 6,000 mobile phones were found in the factory.
Thousands of mobile phones were found in the factory.
Very good. The next one is for you as well, okay? She sent her CV to 234 places.
She sent her CV to thousands,
To hundreds?
to hundreds of places.
Very good, okay? She sent her CV to hundreds of places. Okay, very, very good work today. Congratulations, you did a good job, okay? And you at home, you did a really good job as well, okay? I'll leave you with Richard, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Welcome back. Okay, everybody needs to improve their English in Spain. Even the president of the government. Yeah. Everybody needs to improve their mastery of my language. Even the Archbishop of Toledo. Yeah. Everybody. Even some people working in very low odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right? Even. Even also means nivelado. Plano y nivelado. Even. Even terrain is tierra o terreno, muy nivelado. Even terrain. If you drive from Albacete, no. If you drive from Alcázar de San Juan to Tomelloso, the land is even, perfectly flat. All right? Have you ever been to Tomelloso? I've been everywhere in Spain. I've been everywhere. Even to Aldea Real de Don Braulio. I've been everywhere. Even to Torremocha. I've been everywhere in Spain. Even to Sayaton. I've been everywhere in Spain. Even to Bolarque. I've been everywhere in Spain. Even to Albalate de Zorita. I've been everywhere. Everywhere. Even to Mieres and Asturias. I've been everywhere in this country. Everywhere. Even to Valle del Tabladillo. Okay? I've been everywhere. Even to Gomez Narro. Yes, to both. There's one Gomez Narro in Soria, and there's another Gomez Narro in Valladolid. All right? I've been everywhere. Soria, no, Segovia. All right? I've been everywhere. Okay? And I know everybody in this country. Even the president of the government. Yeah. Even. Incluso. Now, even is nivelado. Even is also in paz. Okay? If you hit me in the nose and you break my nose, and I hit you in the nose, and I break your nose, I said, we're even. We are even. Don't hit me again because you broke my nose, I broke your nose, so now estamos en paz. We are even. We're even. Ahora, desquitarse is to get even. Okay? If you break my nose, if you hit me in the nose, if you hit me, bam, if you hit me in the nose and break it, then my next goal or objective is to get even with you. To get even with you. And that probably means breaking your nose. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Even. That's justice for many people. Okay? Many people consider that the best justice. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. To get even, and when you after you get even, the two parties, las dos partes, the two parties are even. That's another meaning, okay? And then even, of course, is incluso. All right? I know I've been to every country in Europe. I've been to every country in Europe, even San Marino in Italy. Yes, I've been to every single country in Europe, even Slovakia and Slovenia. I've been to every country in Europe, even Moldova, which in Spanish you say Moldavia, which I think is a mistake. I've been to every country in Europe, even to Liechtenstein. I've been to every country in Europe, even Luxembourg. I've been to every country in Europe, even the Vatican, which is the smallest country in the world. I've been to every country in Europe, even Andorra, La Bella. I've been to every country in Europe. I drink every type of alcoholic beverage imaginable, even orujo. I drink every type of alcohol, even Japanese sake. Okay, I drink every type of alcohol, even Greek ouzo. I drink everything. Okay? Even. All right? So, every state in the United States is rich. Even Mississippi. Every state in the United States has a legislature. Even Hawaii. All right? Every province in Spain has something beautiful. Something beautiful. Even the province of Madrid. Every province in Spain has a government, the Diputación. Even Soria. All right? Every cathedral in Europe is beautiful. Even the cathedrals in Greece, an Orthodox country. All the mountains in the world are beautiful. Even the Pyrenees. Okay? So everybody went to the party, even my grandmother. Can you believe it? And nobody agrees with me that Spanish people can learn English. Not even my closest collaborators and teachers. Nobody thinks that Spain will win the next World Cup. Nobody thinks that Spain, the Spanish football team, will win the next World Cup. Not even Vicente del Bosque. Wow. Okay. Which is a problem, eh? Which is a problem. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes to close this program. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Richard. And my name is Alberto Alonso, and you're here on Vaughan English 4.0. That's right, Vaughan English 4.0. Si no lo dices así, no vale. Okay, I want you to do an imitation. I'm here with Beatriz. Beatriz, do it in my voice. Vaughan English 4.0. Give it to me.
Vaughan English 4.0.
Yes, I like that energy. All right, now in English. Vaughan English 4.0.
Vaughan English 4.0.
Qué energía. How can you not like this course? All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's time to take a look at some vocabulary. Remember, every day we take a look at 5 vocabulary words. Okay, are you good at math? ¿Dominas la matemática? Are you good at math?
Yes.
Okay, so what is 365 times 5? ¿Puedes o no? Te lo estoy
You
poniendo
have to
mal.
multiply.
300 porque multiplicado decimos times. So what is 365 times 5? Dame un segundo y lo miro. No sé si lo he dicho. 15. 1,825 new words after this course. At least, al menos, guaranteed. Yeah, of course. Okay, well, let's look at today's words. One of my favorite things to do. Okay, one of my favorite hobbies, because I'm Andaluz in the end. My father's Andaluz, and I love this. This is one of my favorite Spanish traditions, and it's losing power. Está perdiendo poder aquí en este. I don't like it. I'm going to move back. All right, you know what the word is? It's echar una siesta. How do we say this in English?
To take a nap.
To take a nap. Eso es, echar una siesta. Do you like to take a nap?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I love taking naps. I like to take cat naps. Do you know what a cat nap is?
Maybe to sleep 30 minutes?
Yeah, a little
maybe?
short, como un gato, 10 minutos,
okay.
20 minutes. Like little cat naps during the, I like to take cat naps. I never take cat naps in the office. I promise. Okay, let's continue. How do you say considerar? Te considero una persona educada. Considerar.
To regard.
To regard. 5 points. 10 points, porque te has llevado los 5 de antes. 10 points. Okay, how do you say aliviado?
I don't know.
Okay, relieved. Oh, I'm relieved that that situation is over. Estoy aliviado que se acabó esa situación. I am relieved. Dilo tú.
I am relieved.
I am absolutely relieved. You will be relieved after today's class, won't you? Oh, finally, Alberto left me alone. I feel relieved. Okay, how do you say, this is seguro de sí mismo?
To be self-conscious.
Okay,
No.
self-conscious is
Self-confident.
te critica.
To be
Self-confident.
self-confident.
Yes, es otro. Self is
Consciente.
auto. Okay, so autoconfiado, si lo traduces. Self-confident. I'm a very self-confident person. I don't have a problem in this department. But a lot of people have self-confidence problems. They don't feel confident. I'm the opposite. Yo soy el inverso. I'm the opposite of this. Okay, let's take a look at... Y otro con auto. Estoy con el auto. Estoy como Henry Ford aquí con el auto. Okay, how do you say autónomo?
Can you say to be freelance?
Freelance, absolutely. You can say freelance or you can say self-employed. Los dos.
Okay.
Los dos valen. Freelance or self-employed. ¿Quieres 10 puntos por esa?
Yes.
Okay, she's demanding, exigente. Incluso. Ok, so vamos a... hablé con mucha gente. Incluso hablé con Mark.
I spoke to many people. I even spoke to Juan, Paco.
Da igual, ¿no? Juan, Paco, Mark. Okay, so I spoke to a lot of people. I even spoke to Mark. Okay. Ella puede hablar muchos idiomas. Incluso puede hablar el chino.
She can speak many languages. She can even speak Chinese.
Right. Very good. ¿Ves? Después de can. She can even speak Chinese. Y este even lo usamos siempre. Así que más te vale. You'd better get used to it so you know how to use it correctly because we native speakers use even all the time. Okay? I even use it. Lo acabo de usar ahí. No, aposta. I even use it when I'm not thinking about it. It just comes out. It's a very common expression. Okay? So, vamos a ver. How do you say, él incluso conoció a Elvis?
He even met Elvis.
He even met Elvis. Okay? How do you say, ella incluso estaba en la boda de Carlos y Diana?
She was even at Carlos and Diana's wedding.
Yeah, Charles and Diana's
Oh,
wedding.
that's
yeah.
it.
No, it's okay. You don't have to translate the name, but Charles, Prince Charles, okay? Were you at that wedding? Did you go?
No, I didn't.
No, she said, I didn't go to that one. Did you see, what is his name? The Prince of Spain. What is his name?
Felipe.
Okay. Did you see that?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay, ask me if I saw it.
Did you see Felipe's wedding?
No, I didn't see it.